Wait, so you think Diddy killed Biggie? Yes, yeah, I do. Because look, all the way back in like the mid-90s, Puffy had just became head A&R executive. And that's when he found Biggie. And Puffy knew he struck gold. So almost immediately, he decided to throw Biggie into the studio, turning Biggie Smalls into the notorious B.I.G. And immediately got to work on his debut album, Ready to Die. And for a debut album, that shit was fire. Puffy put his all into this album. I mean, writers, studio time, background vocalists, mixing, mastering, which gave us the bangers like Juicy, Big Papa, One More Chance. But because of Uptown Records, that album almost didn't even release. You see, because Uptown Records had thought, oh my God, the album was too vulgar. How could we ever put something like this out to the public? So they held the album completely hostage. And Puffy was pissed. He was like, I bagged all my chips into this one album. I got writers, background vocalists, mixing and mastering, all that. I poured my heart and my soul and my own money into this album, but y'all gonna tell me I can't release it. And once he got into the face of all those executives, they were like, nah, fuck that, you out of here, you crazy. They fired him, and that's when Puffy started Bad Boy Records. So the first album to release under Bad Boy Records was Notorious B.I.G.'s debut album, Ready to Die. And like that, Puffy and Biggie were inseparable. Whenever you saw Puff, you see Big, and vice versa. And the two took Bad Boy Records to the next level, including a West Coast and East Coast war. Because after Pac got shot at Quad Studios, he publicly just kept blaming Biggie and Puff, saying, yo, they did it. That's the reason why I got shot. They know what they did, but they won't come out and say it. And that's when Puff started big braining it. He was like, yo, whether true or not true, I'm gonna keep playing in this dude's delusion. And while Pac was locked up, that's when Puff said, fuck it, we gonna release something. And that's when they released Who Shot Ya. Tupac was in jail thinking that the government was after him, Puffy was after him, Biggie was after him. But the second that he got out, that's when he released Hit 'Em Up. But instead of Puffy, Bad Boy Records, and Biggie responding back, they just said, fuck it, we just gonna take a trip out to the West Coast. But once Death Row heard that Bad Boy Records was gonna be coming out to the West Coast, that's when they started plotting. So fast forward to the day of the Soul Train Awards, 1996. And after the show was done, Biggie walked out back with him, a couple other people, but Puff wasn't there. Puff was with his bodyguard, Gene Deal, 200, 300 yards away. And that's when Suge, Hawk, and all of Death Row pull up on Biggie while he's walking outside. Gene Deal hears it on the radio and runs over to Biggie, tells Puff, yo, get your ass over here, shit's about to go down. They get over there, and the first dude to pull out his piece